Hello and welcome to My Left Ear, the weekly runes episode, which is on Mondays. It's Monday, July 31st, and this weekly runes, it will be from today, July 31st, to Monday, August 7th. And if you're here, then you're familiar with My Left Ear, the left-leaning political YouTube channel, and that's me. So I always do runes when I do these shows, but I do weekly reading on Sunday or Monday. And here we go. This is for entertainment purposes only. And my screen blew up. My screen's blowing up a lot. If I take it in, then I'm going to be without a computer. That's what the issue ends up being. I'm just going to say this because I say this every time I do a show. Please like, please subscribe, and below, if you want to offer a thank you, there's an option to hit a button and give me a little thank you, and that's right below. I'm also an author, and I do private sessions for people with using therapeutic hypnosis, which I've been doing for 20 years, and psychic coaching. So the psychic coaching is pretty darn interesting. And again, if you want a cheat sheet about my services, just email me, and I'll send you a cheat sheet. So here we go. I'm not going to talk on and on about myself. But I did post along My Left Ear earlier today. That's now up and running. All right. So this is a strange bunch of runes for this week. I will tell you right off the bat. So what I did was I'm going to share what each rune talks about, but then I'm going to do a summary at the bottom so you won't be completely confused. All right, so the first rune, I just ask the bag of runes. I put my hand in there and I just really mess around and feel. And then usually one rune sticks to my finger, and I just can feel it. I can identify it. So the first rune for this week was flow in reverse, all right? In reverse. And this is a counsel against overreach and excessive striving. And while I was typing all of this up, the famous phrase, "Don't get past your skis," came up, and so I'm sharing that with you. Don't get past your skis this week. Stay present and just watch and take in what's going on without overreacting. So this is a warning against trying to exceed your own strength or operate beyond the power you have funded to date. And I want to say the word we. Try to exceed your own strength or operate beyond the power we have funded to date. And failure to draw upon this wisdom or advice would be a loss of instinct and wisdom, okay? So it's a little caution. Don't try to get ahead of your skis. Stay present and watch. Some periods are about watching and observing, and some periods are about action. This really feels this week, as stuff happens, and it will, that we don't go bonkers. We just kind of observe, Zen observer. So as a result, if you don't honor this advice, the intuitive part of our nature may end up being languishing this week and leave you and I and others out of balance. So the wisdom is go within to receive. Go within, okay? Then the next rune, I got the warrior reversed. So I got 2 runes out of 3 runes that are reversed. The danger here is that through ill-timed action, and this goes with the first rune, life force leaks out or is spilled. So essentially it's the same message in a way, all right? It supports the first message, the first rune. If an association is short-lived, do not grieve. And we wonder what that means. I have an idea. Know that it has fulfilled its span. And I wonder, who might they be talking about? It feels like somebody may drop out of something this week, whether it's the race or it's a senator or a congressperson. I'm going to have to wait and see. Matters of trust and confidence are at issue. And because of that, the authenticity of our way of being in the world, and really I'm speaking about independents and liberals, you know, can be questioned, all right? So you want to hold on to your authenticity. And it asks, are you or we lusting after an outcome? And I think we are, to be honest with you. Or are we focused on the task for its own sake? Like doing the right thing. And once again, it says, find the answers within. So the first two, flow reversed and the warrior reversed, pretty much gives the same advice. Take it easy, don't get ahead of yourself, watch and go zen. All right? Now the third one is the rune of disruption. And there is no reverse on it. It's like any way you turn it, it's disruption. And once again, change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of disruption. It's not always negative, but usually it's a surprise and a little shocking. It indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from a constricting identification with the material world. And I think that has to do with outcomes. As we go forward, we may not get every outcome that we wish for. Like, for example, there might be one trial, one of Trump's trials, where he's acquitted. Now, I know that really upsets people to hear that. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I haven't gotten that far, but it's certainly possible, right? Because I think, I don't know if it's federal or the state, but one of them, I think all of these need 100% jury agreement. It's not a majority, okay? So that's and it tells you why Jack Smith is doing such a detailed, thorough job here, although I believe that's how he works all the time, and that's why he's the perfect man for this at the moment. So the rune of elemental disruption is of events that seem to be totally beyond our control. As I said, it only has this upright position, but it often operates in the reverse, so it's an awakener, and that's what it says here. This is the great awakener, and I put in quotes, surprises, so I'm anticipating more surprises this week. But the awakening may take many different forms, to be honest with you. It can be a subtle coming to your senses, a subtle, oh, or it can be very powerful, so powerful that it could rip away the fabric of what we previously knew as our reality or security, our understanding, our work, relationships, our beliefs. So then I typed in all caps, change this week. Something comes in, this elemental disruption, and there is change, and I believe there is a surprise. So I'm kind of going out on a limb here, but that's my left ear. And it does say everything that you, but it means we, have taken for granted is being challenged, but we're not without power. The more disruptive in our lives, the more significant and timely the requirements are of our growth. So this is what I wrote, and it just kind of, I kind of channeled it. It flowed out of me 30 minutes ago when I sat down to do this. This is a somewhat challenging week, but not a disaster. Anticipate surprises. Remain calm, okay? Remain calm. Because we're going to be up and down. I mentioned that the other day. You know, there's not going to be this smooth, even with Jack Smith, there's just going to be these changes, these tangles, these surprises. But it feels like, especially this week, big week. After I typed this morning, remain calm, I wrote, in times of great change and upheaval, we may find ourselves in a metaphorical waiting room as we evolve and take in more information and facts and news. Accept that change and surprises are inevitable, so you won't be too shocked. Have faith in your strength and our strength to weather the changes or surprises. And then I just got this second, just boom, said to me, and there will be progress. So that's nice, isn't it? It just came through. There will be progress. And then something I channeled that I all I can tell you is it came in, so I'm honoring it. Mitch McConnell may leave. I'm going to leave that really open, that sentence, because I don't know. He may suddenly resign, or he may have to be hospitalized or something like that, or someone else. There is this feeling when I read Shake Up that there's someone departing the scene. Okay, now if I get more information, I'll put it in the community section and let you know. But this is as far as I am at the moment. And just to let you know, so nobody panics, I do not anticipate or feel or intuit any problems with Fani Willis or Jack Smith. Now this morning, Fani Willis made an announcement that she will have something specific by September 1st. So that pushes her out a little bit of August. So, you know, the stanchions are up in Georgia. Around the courthouse or courthouses. It's all ready to go. But now it appears that she's pushed a little bit. Now, that doesn't panic me at all. I see that these prosecutors kind of have to coordinate a little bit, even though these are separate trials, and this may be part of it. There's all these little details behind the scenes that we can't know. We just can't know. We can guess. We can't know. So that's that. Maybe listen to this twice and listen to my recap. I know when I was pulling the runes and I was putting them down, I'm like, oh no. And then I said, Carrie, just process it, and then the information started to come. So I'll be back, and this is kind of exciting. This is an interesting week, my friends. Let's see what more surprises come our way. We can be sure of it. And by the way, and this has nothing to do with the reading, there's a lot of talk, there's more and more talk on Twitter, especially, about muffling Donald Trump, putting a gag on him, because he's getting so dangerous. His rhetoric is getting so dangerous. I hope they do, but this is another piece. We don't know. He's being treated with kid gloves, probably because he's running for office. I mean, I don't know, but he's really a dangerous guy right now, especially. I think somebody called this when a narcissist melts down, when a narcissist is like losing everything and melts down, there's a name for it. I'll come up with it. I'll share it in the community section. But it's actually a narcissistic meltdown, and he's having a narcissistic meltdown. There's a part of him, I want you to know, that that's enjoying this fight. I know that sounds perverse, but he is perverse because he loves a fight. The guy loves to fight, and he loves attention. So, the reality hasn't sunk in yet about what could happen to him. So he's a little bit enjoying himself. I just even hate to say this, but keep that in mind as you watch and listen to him. There's some kind of weird zest he's getting out of this challenge. It won't last, but that's what's going on. So chances are I'll see you towards the end of the week. Got a feeling here. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for giving me feedback. Boy, I love the feedback. And I'll talk to you soon. It's Monday, July 31st, the last day. Tomorrow's Rabbit, August 1st. And we will persevere, my friends. We will persevere. Okay. Make peace, make good memories, and bye-bye.